Last but not least, truly, a very special person, not only in the group, she's chair of the 38th District Democrats. She works with Planned Parenthood. I mean, her resume goes on and on. But most of all, she's a very special friend. Where is she? There she is. My very good friend, Paula Townsell.
Thank you. I'm going to try and put the mic in the stand because I like to talk with my hands. Okay. The best part, I will let you know, I am the last speaker, so you're going to be marching real soon. Trust me, I'll have you up off the seat before you head out to march. I got to, also as the last speaker, I was sitting there sweating it because I have a lovely long speech. But when you go last, you have to cross off everything everybody else stole from my speech. So I brought it down to about 4 pages. 2 pages of it came off previously when my son read it to me in the car on the way here and says, "Mom, this is a college essay, not your usual speech." Okay, so we're going to cut out the essay part. We're going to cut out the part that everybody else covered. Thank you all, and you know who you are. With that, I do want to also shout out to the local groups that helped us today, in addition to Snohomish County Indivisible's diehard dedication to making this happen. At the last moment, we spent a lot of money and got some sponsorship from the 38th Legislative District Democrats, as well as from the North Sound Progressive People's Summit. So thanks to everybody who chipped in today. Thank you to those of you who found your way to the donation pot over there. Every bit helps. What we don't need today, if we have overage, goes to the next thing. And trust me, we thought we were done, but this just keeps happening, so we'll keep showing up. Thank you again for showing up. Thank you for donating. Appreciate that. The thanks have been given to everyone. I do want to give a special thanks to, in addition to my husband doing sound, up there someplace now, my son Karsten Glantz, who has been far off in the back helping handle some of the things that go with events of this nature, and he's done a great job, so thank you, Karsten, for that. I want to acknowledge the great work of the national sponsors, Planned Parenthood, the Women's March, MoveOn.org, Indivisible National, Rise Up for Abortion Rights, Ultraviolet, and the ACLU. They're fantastic. They make it happen. They make it easy for folks to sign up. We see them. We appreciate them. I also noticed in the audience we do have some elected officials who are not of the female persuasion down front and speaking today. I do want you to know I see you and I appreciate the work you do. Thank you. So the part of my speech that nobody hit is the historic part of this. We talked about what's happened in Knoxville. We talked about what's happened in the last 10 years. People have noticed the last 20 years. I may not look it, but my knowledge goes back a bit further. It goes way back. I'm going to tell you about the violent history of where you're sitting right now. I'm going to tell you that a stone's throw across the street from here, 38 years ago, there was an incident, a series of events that melded my soul to the issue of clinic closures here, across the nation, and women's rights across the world. We have a problem with the clinic closures. We have a problem with violent extremists in this country. We have a problem in Snohomish County with extremism. We are working on that. We have legislators working on that. But no, it is here, it is in our backyards, and we are 5th highest in the nation for incidents in Washington State, and Snohomish County holds 85% of those extremists. You did not know that. They are here, they are in Lake Stevens, they are in Snohomish, and I have been on this campus when they have stood over there armed and taunting Black Lives Matter advocates. This matters. Across the street 38 years ago. Many people do not know, but this is where my heart comes from and why I stamp and stand and shout over on the steps of Planned Parenthood in support of Planned Parenthood. The problem we have with Roe v. Wade. Roe was supposed to be the floor. It's the beginning of the rights for women and reproductive freedom. The Supreme Court does not hand you the golden pathway, pie in the sky dream idea of where you want to be. They give you a basic right. They give you a floor. You build to the ceiling. Roe did not give us the ceiling. What we've experienced right now, what Janine came up and talked about, That is the floor. That is fighting on the sidewalks for basic civil rights that our Constitution gives us. That is not okay. Give me a second. I got to get to the, I'm going to switch tones here. Okay. So, the health clinic across the street that stood 38 years ago, it was a woman-owned, comprehensive, women's-centric health care for our community, and it was so exciting. I was in my early 20s. I had met Gloria Steinem in Seattle. I was so into this. My mother is a feminist. She raised 4 daughters. We're all, and a son. We're all for this. I thought, this is it. This is my chance to be like, I don't know, a hippie or something, and support women. So I went over and I went to the health care center to give them my little bit of business with my little bit of health insurance that came with my job, so I could get my annual physicals there and get my health care there and support this wonderful group. Unfortunately, the center services did include abortion. In their own words, here's what they endured in Everett. Beginning with the Everett's, it's the first feminist women's health center of Everett. Beginning with Everett's center opening in August of 1983, we were harassed and threatened on a daily basis. The sidewalk and parking lot became a war zone. When clients arrived, the anti-abortion zealots created a human gauntlet, waving enormous placards of fetus pictures screaming "baby killer," surrounding the clients while they walked from their car doors to the clinic doors. They videotaped, photographed clients and staff, and copied down license plate numbers. They followed us home at night. We received death threats. The callers knew our names, our appearances. Each night when we headed to our cars to go home, we wondered if starting the engine would set off a car bomb, for they had threatened a car bomb was next. Inside the clinic, harassing and threatening phone calls, along with fake appointment calls, blocked phone lines, making it nearly impossible for legitimate clients to get through to make an appointment. We counted as many as 700 of these calls daily. Police response was marginal, implying that it was the social cost of providing abortions. All we wanted was the police to embrace the laws against trespass, harassment, threats, intimidation, and blocking public sidewalks. The center sought legal assistance and began the process toward a court injunction. But then it happened. In the early morning hours of December 3rd of 1983, the first firebomb. It hit. The firefighters stopped the blaze before it spread to the rest of the building. But medical supplies and equipment were destroyed. Thankfully, no one was in the building at the time. That was the first of 3 firebombs. The third fire ultimately forced the closure of the clinic because their fire insurance policy was canceled. This is the violence. This is in Everett. This happened here. This did not happen away from here. This is what these clinics have to endure. This is why we have the constitutional right to abortion services. This has to stop. Attacks on our rights must stop. Abortion is health care. It was our right in 1983. It is our right today, and it is up to us to demand that it be our right in the future. We're not going back. We do not consent to surrender our right to abortion. We do not surrender. Our work is important. Being here today is important. It matters. Today, our work is intersectional. It depends on democratic systems that uphold justice. When we demand reproductive justice, we need environmental justice. We need racial justice. We need economic justice. It is like cogs on a gear. We have to have a functioning democratic system. And that is why voting and representation and equity matter. An emboldened Supreme Court that rules for the interest of the minority is not a Supreme Court that we can trust to protect the rights of all of us. Because we will not go back, we do not surrender. Our rights and our autonomy are undeniable. When we stand together, we are unstoppable. unstoppable. Oh, I'm glad you're happy now, because my ask is next. The building right over there is the Snohomish County Administration Building. You will find the Snohomish County Auditor is in that building. A magical thing happens on Monday at 9 o'clock. It happens every year. It's called Filing Week. Candidates, you get to file. And I am going to ask every single person here, if you are not already a campaign manager and absolutely already on the line supporting someone and doing everything you can in your power day and night to get them elected, if you are not a candidate who is registering to file on Monday morning at 9 o'clock, you folks, you're all excused. The ones of you that are already busy, I get that. The rest of you here is an opportunity you cannot pass on. You all need to file for office. Just do it. I'm not asking you to file for United States Senate position for running against Patty Murray. She's got it nailed. We don't need anybody to run against her. We got that. You may not know, or you may know, but hope that I don't know. But I do know, because I am the chair of the 38th Legislative Democratic Party here in Everett, Marysville, and Tulalip. I know that there's a position called Precinct Committee Officer. You all can sign up for free. You all don't even have to have your picture taken. You don't even have to write a candidate statement if you don't want to. You can register for precinct committee office. You can automatically, at the end of filing week, if no one runs against you, you are elected. Just like that. When we hold office, no matter whether it is a precinct committee office, a school board office, city council office, water district commissioner, port commissioner, whatever level you have something to share, and all of you here are here because you have something to share. You need to run to be a precinct committee officer. The reason is because it gives you a voice in your local political organization. It gives you a vote in your local political organization. And if your voices are not in your local party, your voices will not reach the national party. We need pro-choice people signing up to talk to their neighbors, talk in their community, and make a difference. You are all able to do that. Now, if you're here with your spouse, only one of you can win. But you can be on a committee to support your local precinct committee officer. And I would encourage all of you to do that. So just saying, I know where you'll be Monday at 9 o'clock. That's all. You can also do it online. So we've talked about the importance of getting that vote, getting that voice. You're all here. I know others have said it before, but when I went to the Seattle Women's March in 2017, I came back and I knew what we all had to do. We are all going to work together to, first, let's join in and demand that our elected officials take action before the Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade. Here's how. The participation part. We're going to get it codified. We need to have those laws codified. We need to have women who are apparently missing from the Constitution perhaps acknowledged. Remember, 100 years ago, we just got the right to vote. 50 years ago, we just got the right to a safe and legal abortion in this country. They want to take us back, and we're not going to go back. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to stand up. Y'all can stand up. I say you stand up, you speak out, you vote, and you repeat it. So this side is you guys are probably looking at me thinking, no, this is the right side we started. Okay, so let's go with this. Y'all over here are the right side. Your left, but my right. But you know what I mean. And we're going to start over here with the stand up. This is the speak out side, and this is the repeat, and then, no. Okay, I got it written down. We'll get it. So what I say is, you're all up. I know you're ready to march, and we need to let the world know we will not take the attack. on our rights silently. And how do we do that? We stand up, we speak out, we vote, and we repeat. Thank you. Next, we're going to demand the immediate codification of Roe and the equal rights and the protections we deserve. How do we do that? We stand up, we speak out, we vote, and we repeat. Okay.
All right.
I know. So it's a historic day for the nation. You're up on your feet, and I have to ask now, are you ready to march? Then I will get you started. Okay, I was going to get you started. I'll save the last 2 lines here. Naomi's got 1 second.
I blew it. Perfection has never been my strong suit. I forgot one hugely important thank you. Thank you to each and every person in this crowd. I see all of you. Thank you for showing up today. You have no idea how you have touched my heart by being here today. You have shown this world Snohomish County is pretty cool. Thank you so much to all of you. I appreciate you.
So today's march leader will be Councilmember Liz Vogeley. If you walk up, don't worry, there's going to be a long, long march. Walk up towards the flagpole, and you're going to go out to the central area, over to Pacific, where you will turn and go up to Colby. You'll go from Colby, heading down towards Hewitt. You will turn at Hewitt, come all the way down to Broadway, hit Broadway, and it actually circles all the way back. However, for those of you who are thinking, oh my gosh, I've been a very long time and these knees will not take this trip, there is a short abbreviated version. We call that the mature version. The mature folks can go over to this side where the ballot box is. Note, we have ballot box accessibility in Snohomish County. The ballot box over yonder is a great place that when the crowd goes halfways around and is over there, this group will be signaled to go and join them, and it's mostly a little bit more level and half the trek if you want to just make the second half. Naomi will be leading the mature group. So, y'all, at this point I will say, I know you're on your feet, I know you're ready to march, and I will get you started with a simple message, and you can chant it on the way out. It is as simple as, hey, hey, ho, ho, abortion bans have got to go. Hey, hey! March on! Abortion rights and bans have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Abortion bans have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Abortion bans have got to go. Good night. Thank you all for coming.
Smile, Megan.